Hello, and a very warm welcome to all of you piano lovers the world over. Welcome to Piano Lessons Boulder. I'm Sarah Hager. Today we will take up a short but very beautiful prelude by Chopin in E minor. I have many requests from my students to teach them to play this prelude, because like all passionate amateur students, lovers of the piano the world over, many of whom are self-taught like you, believe that if a piece is slow and soft, it must be easy. Of course, that is never the case. And that is also true of this prelude. It's neither as easy nor to learn as it sounds. But my students work very hard at it, and in the end, they end up playing it very well. So if you love a thing, you will work at it, and that's the beauty of it. So, as you know, Chopin wrote 24 preludes, one in each of the major and minor keys, and he was working on them when he started his relationship with Madame George Sand, the famous writer. As both of them were very well known in Parisian society, George Sand wanted to start their coming together in a quiet place, so she took Chopin to Mallorca, to the island of Mallorca in the Mediterranean Sea, south of Spain. And Chopin needed money, so he wrote to his friend and music publisher Pleyel, asking for 20,000 francs for the preludes in advance. And Pleyel not only sent him the 20,000 francs, but also an upright piano. And I went to Mallorca and I stood in that room with the piano in the monastery where Chopin composed the preludes. Of course, the old upright piano is cordoned off. Nobody can touch it, so I can't say that I played on it, heavens no. And this prelude has a kind of pulsation accompaniment in the left hand, like this. Just count 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 for each chord, and linger a little on the first of the four, ever so slightly. It must be extremely subtle, and whenever the chord changes. Now, the great Chopin interpreter Alfred Cortot, perhaps the greatest Chopin player that has ever lived, gave short descriptive titles to each prelude, and this one he called Am Grab, or At the Graveside. It is as though you are standing beside the grave of a dearly beloved one and silently weeping, So it's very, very sad. And the French writer Couperin, French composer rather, not writer, the French composer Couperin, in his book L'art de toucher le clavecin, the art of touching the clavichord, wrote that if you want to be sad, proceed downwards in semitones, like this, like this. And so on. So the accompaniment now starts with E minor, then the G in the pinky, played with the pinky, goes down to F sharp, a semitone down, then the thumb goes down from E to E flat, and then the pinky again goes down from F sharp to F natural, Then the E flat goes down with the thumb from E flat to D. And then the middle note, the A of the chord, goes down to G sharp. So there is a continual descending in semitones. To help my students read this more easily, I just say pinky down or thumb down as the chord changes, and sometimes I have to say middle finger down. Now there is an acciaccatura in measure 9. So sometimes the students do. So this acciaccatura should not be played so fast, but a little bit slower. And then pedal throughout this prelude, except in the second half of measure 12. Now don't pedal. Secco. And then start to pedal again. At measures 14 and 15, there is a sudden and unexpected explosion which made André Gide describe Chopin as a cannon buried in flowers. You find it in the F minor nocturne, on which I recently made a video, and you also find it in this prelude, in measures 14 and 15. So let's go to that. And then it subsides again. Now there is a turn in measure 14, you know. So 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a 4-note turn consisting of B, A sharp, A sharp. And begin the turn on the 4th chord. You see? On the 4th chord. Alrighty. And then Cortot ends with the 3 chords for which Chopin has only written pianissimo, very soft. The classic perfect cadence, absolutely perfect cadence. But Cortot does something very interesting. He plays the second of these 3 chords louder, making a wonderful effect. And he breaks the second of the 3 chords. Now, I, of course, being a great admirer of Cortot, have taken this leaf from his book. Nobody captures the, what can I say, the neurosis of Chopin as beautifully as Cortot does. When, before Cortot's famous recordings in the 1930s were made, Cortot played in Rome in the 1890s. A critic wrote, "When Cortot's hands are no more, Chopin will die a second time." And there can be no greater compliment than that. So without further ado, I will play for you this short prelude. But you may be wondering why I'm wearing a red dress. So I've been through a very hard time. There have been fires in my backyard in Boulder that destroyed 1,000 homes on 30th December. Just a couple of months ago, I have had personal problems. I even had a bout with COVID. I went through a lot. And now it's February and spring is not too far off, although it's still winter. It's snowing today in Boulder, but better than fire. Snow is better than fire. But still, you know, in middle of February, one definitely kind of feels that one sees spring on the distant horizon, that it's not too far off, that one is close to getting close to the end of winter. So to cheer myself up, and because it's February, I'm wearing a red dress. So here is Chopin's Prelude in E minor. That was Chopin's sad but beautiful Prelude in E minor. I hope you will enjoy studying it and playing it. So happy piano playing, keep playing the piano, and please keep posting your comments. Once I upload this video, I will be eagerly looking for your comments, as I always do. So thank you in advance for your comments, and until we see each other next time, happy piano playing.